What's going on, everyone? It's your boy 3MG. We are back with another video, and if you're watching this, understand like this was like very last minute. I wasn't even sure if I was gonna put out a video on the situation simply because everyone seems to be riding this wave of like I want clicks and views, and when it's a situation like this, I'm sorry. I have guilt trips. I hate feeling guilty of something. I hate feeling like I'm doing certain things for the wrong reasons, and pretty much I did not want to talk about this. I've gotten enough DMs, I gotten enough messages, tweets, text messages, IG messages where people was like, please talk about this. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna leave this one alone. And just seeing that, all the information, presented and given to me by, a lot of you guys, I was like, you know what? I will talk about it, but I just want to make it very clear. Those who are joking on X's death, those who are making memes or even referencing Fortnite jokes and saying he needed a chug jug, like all this disgusting shit that I am reading on social media. And it's so sad right now too, because it's like pouring, raining and thunderstorming right now. Everything is hitting me weirdly because I've never been one of those who've like praised X, but I respected him so much because you see some kid who was at once, a menacing, he did things that you wasn't supposed to. He got into some legal trouble. He has this domestic violence, situation going on with court. He was awaiting trial, like all this other stuff that's going on. And then he wowed so many people when you hear him speak, when you hear him give advice, when you hear him say things, related to his personal issues and how he wants to make change. And then when you hear him like really rapping his music, not just music like Look at Me, his other music, which has real meaning to it, you really sit back and you feel so bad. Like you really feel awful. Another reason why I didn't want to talk about this is because people like Dante, like my brother, Dante, like he is someone who I would really respect if he would, upload a video. I'm no one to be uploading something like this. You have several other content creators who were possibly even cool with him, who I would respect, if they make videos on the situation. I don't want to make it seem like I'm looking for the quick cash grab. So in that respect, I think anybody who knows I'm Dante just really, wish him or sincerest condolences, because he actually was close to him, and it's an awful thing, and he's young. And I personally took into account personal things, mental illness, or just anything related to that subject, and was like really proud of the fact that he had his moments where he tried to do good, and he also had his moments where he did get into some trouble, but you seen that he tried his best trying to do good. He gave back to the youth. He really done a lot for families outside of music that people never talk about. People never talk about what he has done outside of the music industry, because why? They just want to see a man with tattoos who gets into so much trouble. They just want to glorify that. They don't want to really praise the fact that he has done so much for the community. But with that being said, let's really just talk about this. So earlier today, I think around 2-something p.m., it was reported that two men pulled up beside him. I guess he was coming from a motorsports store and in Florida. I'm not exactly sure. I think Miami, Florida, whatnot. But they pulled up beside him, and I think he was driving like a Lambo or something. Forgive me if I'm wrong. And they shot him. They robbed, they robbed him and shot him. I don't know if it's an attempt or did they actually get to rob him. I'm not 100% sure if there was someone in the car with him. I'm trying to read these articles. Everything is so blurred. Like, it just doesn't make sense. And the worst part about this whole situation is how there's videos being shared all over the internet. Like, I can understand you're DMing people these videos, but to put them out there waiting to get 1,000 or 2,000 retweets is disgusting. Not only that, you're putting the viral, clear as day footage, and I hate, and it hurt me and disturbed me. This is how you know I'm normal. It disturbed me to see his facial expression when this happened. Like, I just don't even want to think about it. It's really fucking me up. Because why? These are people I've either listened to or someone that I really enjoyed listening to for the most part. Not all music, but just some, pieces of his catalog, from his catalog. And just to see like something like that, just like the Little Peep, when I saw the video of him, I was just like, oh my God, I just couldn't. That's just me. There's some people out there who just really don't have no feelings. I think they're sociopaths. Like, they just have no feelings towards this shit. So it really bugs me out. Now, just coming from here, even from CNN, it says he was shot and killed in an apparent robbery Monday in Broward County, Florida. Police says the 20-year-old rapper, whose real name is Jesse Onfroy, forgive me if I said it wrong, was leaving a motorsports store shortly before 4 p.m. I believe it was 2 though. I'm trying to find a better article because I thought he was with someone in the car. Like, I'm not sure. I thought he was with someone, if I'm not mistaken. It says he was facing, oh yeah, he was definitely facing accusations. But here's my thing. I seen the video and I didn't see any bullet holes or anything. Maybe it was from the opposite side. But, you know, somebody was screaming like there's no pulse. You know, there was no pulse coming through. And I just couldn't even believe it. And of course, you know, one of the first people to report it was TMZ. So I immediately like brushed it off my shoulder like it's not serious, because they have a habit of lying and just saying a whole bunch of bullshit. For example, Lil Wayne was dead. You remember when they said that? So I only assumed this was like another one of those situations. And then you hear from so many other outlets like this is true. He got shot. There's no pulse. But then I'm hearing that his brain is still active, and even though he doesn't have no pulse, you know, there's a chance. And God's like, there's a chance that he could be brought back or something, you know. But no, like, I couldn't even believe this. Like, there's really not much for me to even say. I just want to say like how cruel, how disgusting, how pathetic people can be in this world. You don't have to like someone, but if you take it into your own hands to take someone else's life, you don't deserve to be here. Like, you don't deserve to be here. If you have the audacity or the nerve or power in you to take someone else's life, why are you here? Like, I'm sorry. You know, you hear things like the Playboy, you know, the ex-Playboy model, whoever, who threw her and her son off the balcony or whatever and killed you. Why would you put your son through that? Why would you do that to the little kid who's innocent? You know what I'm saying? Like no, I'm not trying to promote this, but do yourself. Don't do other people. You know, and it hurts to see this type of shit happen, especially he's young. You know what I mean? He definitely got himself into a lot of trouble. I'm not here to act like he was innocent, but just seeing how negative people are and just making jokes, I wouldn't say you all, but people are sick. People are legit sick. But I say that to say, God bless, my condolences, him and his family. I knew he was struggling. I don't know him on a mental side or a personal side. I would just assume like he has some sort of like depression or something going on with him. And just with that, you heard it in his music. He was very lyrical too. Some of you only think maybe the songs like Look at Me was nothing, but he had some music, some songs that really had meaning to it. So once again, with that, my condolences. And for anyone out there, man, just, take care of yourselves, man. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your loved ones. And this shit is no joke. And I heard another, I think a rapper from Pittsburgh, Wapo, forgive me if I can't say his full name, but also shot today. It's a cruel ass world. And another weird thing, shout out to my boy Chase, which he made a good point, is people are getting shot in their own city, man. Like, this man X is from Florida, so he was gunned down in his own city. Like it's just sad. Look, I'm out of here. I'm sorry that I don't have enough info. It's just very sad to hear this and to see this news. And I don't want to see people acting like they were all about his music, because I'll be the first one to say I wasn't all about his music, but I definitely, really watched some of his, like, not really a documentary, but some pieces from YouTube where he was doing a lot for other people in the communities and all that other stuff, and just really learning about some of his shit and listening to some of his music. And I respect that, man. And I felt like he was a little bit troubled, and was really struggling to save himself, so that's all I got to say. God bless everybody. I'm out of here. It's your boy 3MG. Peace.